What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another Equipped Live. I'm Joseph Capar. I'm the lead here for the customer success team for Logitech for Creators. As always, feel free to join us on all three of our major platforms. We're on Twitch, YouTube, and on Facebook. You can, of course, always reach out to us as well through email, and you can do that. Let me see if I can find that little image here. I have a lot of things right here. There it is. equippedlive@logitech.com. You can contact us there as well. And always submit really cool stuff, your questions, whatever it may be. I am going to go over my setup for now. I'm using a blue Spark here, which is pretty wonderful. I've got Lytra glows surrounding me. I've got 3 of them, 2 on each of my monitors, 1 down here, which I guess I don't need anymore because my beard's probably covering up my shadow. But yeah, anyways, Lytra glows, amazing. If you don't have one yet, go grab one. For monitoring, I have these UE custom earbuds from Ultimate Ears. And for my camera, I'm, of course, using the Mevo Start, using wireless webcam mode, but I am actually running it via Ethernet because I like stability. And for the streaming platform of choice, I'm using melanapp.com. If you are not familiar with it, you should go check it out. It is another wonderful product from Logitech for Creators. And it allows you to do some really cool stuff. You can do share screen. You can bring in guests pretty simply or pretty easily, and a lot of really other cool stuff. If you're not check it out, highly recommend it. As I mentioned, we are live on all 3 platforms. So as always, put your questions in the chat. I am monitoring those live. And we can just get started. Ask any questions. See what kind of, if you can stump me. Remember, we are Mevo, Blue, Streamlabs, Lytra. We've got all types of really cool stuff in the Logitech for Creators portfolio. So if you have any questions regarding any of those things or just general content creation, let me know, and I'd be happy to answer those live today. Pastor Ben Beckner on here says he made it today. We also have Gordon Gitluck, me too, and on time. It's always nice to see you gentlemen back. Welcome back. Welcome back. We've got you, Rock Buddy. Thanks, Joe. Happy Pride Month. Thanks. Thanks for coming back. Nice to see you again. Laser in the house. Let's see. A lot of really cool stuff going on here. We got Jeff Young. Hi, guys. Welcome. Laserless saying, what's up? Oh, and we got Ben Beckner. Are those Mevo camera covers, the clear orange and blue covers on your desk? Yes, they are. So I 3D printed those, and they cover the lens. Let me see if I can grab one. Oh, this one's labeled because I'm doing some analysis on it. Yeah, so I 3D printed this. You can actually find this on Thingiverse and get your hands on it. It's pretty nifty little 3D print. Now, I will tell you this, that there is a chance that you might scratch the soft outer layer of the Mevo, but it does protect your lens if that's something you're concerned about and you don't have a case. You can throw it in a bag and be on your way. Pretty cool. Yeah, lots of really cool stuff. I get to 3D print a lot of cool stuff. So, I mean, if you have questions about 3D printing, I'm happy to talk about that stuff too. But I use it pretty significantly for my Mevo cameras. And I've used it for some other products that we're working on. So I've gotten to design a lot of really cool stuff. So it's really neat. Actually, something I would really like to talk about today is the Mevo PoE adapter. So I think we're sold out on those right now on Mevo.com. And if you're not a Mevo user and you're curious what Mevo is, go to Mevo.com, check it out. Lots of really cool stuff on there. But I think we've been sold out of PoE adapters for some time. And I'm not sure we're going to get any back for like another month and a half or so. So if you're curious about how you can get Ethernet your device, I was testing this for the last week. And essentially what this is it is a PoE splitter. This was shared on our customer group for Mevo. And basically, it takes the PoE source, splits it into an Ethernet and USB cable, and then this goes into the Mevo. So this actually does work. I think it was like $40 or something. So if you're looking for an alternative, why we are sold out, highly recommend that. Of course, the Mevo Power Ethernet adapter is going to be your best bet, considering it was designed by the team who designed the Mevo Start. But if you can't wait and you need some stability, this is always, of course, a wonderful solution. And yeah, I think this PoE splitter is specifically for the Switch. Is it a Nintendo Switch? And if anyone's curious, I'm happy to share a link to that. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this is for a Switch. And I think it was like $20 a piece or something. And this is like some generic, I think this was actually like $10 or $15. So if you're curious and you need Ethernet solution for your Mevo, this one's a pretty good one. Now, I was actually talking about this before I went live today. It would be kind of cool to have a 3D printed case, though, so you can make this a little cleaner of a setup. So like you could only see this on one side and have this come out the other. But that's a project for another time, I do believe. And who has a Elytra Glow? Does anybody in the chat have a Elytra Glow yet? I'm only asking because I have some of these stands, and I will tell you right now, it's got some oil on it. This is the best stand ever, and I don't even always put my Elytra Glow in there, but I also put my Mevo in there. If I do have a spare Mevo right here. Look at that. I actually put my Mevo in this too, and it's super cool because I don't know if you've ever looked for one, but you can't actually find very many quarter 20 mounts for a monitor. So this is actually a really cool mount if you do have a Elytra Glow. This has oil on it too, like paper shredder. But it's really neat because you can extend it there, you can extend it here. So if you find yourself needing a mount and you don't need your Elytra Glow for that point in time, this is actually a pretty cool solution. I'm really fighting really hard to make this an accessory for a few products because I mean we've got many microphones, we've got many lights, many cameras that all use quarter 20, and these things are solid. But yeah, it says you rock, buddy. It says, oh, actually, no, I clicked the wrong one. Shots coming in quick. Hello, Chill Phil. But you rock, buddy says he does have one and he loves it. Absolutely. It's a great solution. Laser said, yes, that would be a great product. I'm telling you, me and Will have pushed significantly to make this a product. It's an excellent product. You know, I mean, especially if you are traveling. So when I go travel, and I'm from Ohio, so when I go back to home to Ohio, I typically grab one of these instead of any other mount because I can't really take a table mount with me. So I'll grab one of these. I can put it on my laptop, bring a glow, and it blasts my face with light. It really brings out. If I don't bring a Mevo, the glow actually even brings out my my laptop camera and makes it actually pretty good quality. But I typically bring a Mevo because what kind of Mevo representative would I be if I didn't bring a Mevo? We got Fred the Hippo in the chat. Hello, Fred. Welcome. There he goes. It says hello. Nice to see you, Fred. It's always nice to see you around. I think you've been late the last couple of times, but I can't blame you. I mean, I canceled the show on Tuesday, so I guess I can't talk about people being late, huh? You know who we're missing, though? We're missing Jared. Jared's usually in all the channels. He's usually in all the channels hyping us up. Shame. If you guys aren't aware of what the Elytra Glow is, and I'm going to try to guess which light this is. I think it's this one. There's a couple of them. Oh boy. I'm going to try to guess what I'm going to try to guess what video it is. If I'm wrong, then it's fine because you get really cool stuff. Let's start with this video though. If you're not sure what Logitech for Creators is and you're new here, it's actually a really good thing, a really good video that our marketing team put together that really demonstrates all of the really cool products that we at Logitech for Creators has. So like, I don't know how many people are familiar with how Logitech's broken down. You've probably heard of Logitech for gamers, Logitech Gamers, Logi G. And then you got Logi C, which is Logitech for Creators. And then you got, of course, like the business area where they do like conference hall or conference centers and things. So a lot of different divisions and business groups within Logitech. So under Logitech for Creators, we're probably the newest BG out of all of them. But we actually have a super cool lineup. Probably some brands you've heard of are part of our group. Blue, Lytra, Mevo, Streamlabs, all part of Logitech for Creators. And if you're not familiar with it, here's a super cool video that kind of shows you what all the stuff that we do.
Yo, what's going on everyone? It's your boy King J, and today we are doing another stream. Hope you lot enjoy.
We are creators
from every corner of the globe,
armed with powerful tools
and connected by a burning passion to create.
Join us as we raise our voices,
make incredible scenes,
and take control of our future.
To make things better.
Better work.
Better play.
Better life.
Better balance.
Together, we'll grow.
By sharing what we know.
And cheering for each other's successes.
Because when one of us rises,
we all rise.
We all rise.
We all rise.
In this new world,
we'll be free to turn our dreams into realities.
And there's space here for everyone. Y hay espacio aquí para todos.
Il y a de la place ici pour tout le monde.
Logitech for Creators. Together,
we create.
A lot of really cool stuff there. A lot of really cool creators you might have identified there. But if you didn't see the full lineup of all of these products, if that doesn't get you excited, I don't know what does, because it's really cool stuff. We had the Logitech Glow in there. Basically, every microphone you see on the camera was all there. So super, super, super cool. What we got over here? We got Grappy says that was so cool. I'm so glad you liked it. We have a lot of really cool videos. So I'll probably go through a couple today because we've got some time to burn. Of course, I'm always going to answer questions, so be sure to put those in the chat. But I'm going to fill up as much time as we can with some of these really cool product spotlights because it's really nice. And of course, after the spotlights, ask your questions. And if you have questions, I'm happy to do that. He said, Laserless, do you want me to log into all the channels as well? You don't have to do that. He says he's on there now. You don't need to do that. I'm just teasing Jared because Jared's always here. Chill Phil says, always here for the new products. Open air PCs are cool. It's funny, a lot of people don't realize what that is. They're always like, what is that behind you? It's the computer that I'm using in front of me. So yeah, it's always really cool to kind of shock everybody because they don't typically see things like that. All right, so I'm going to show you guys another spotlight video of one of our products. Honestly, they both have like the same make a scene intro, so I'm not sure which product you're about to get. So let's just give it a go and see what we got here. Let me go hide this chat. Your setup is so dope. Thanks so much, you rock. I appreciate it. Definitely put a lot of effort into it. I actually have a second computer over there. I'm going to surprise you guys one of these days with a different spotlight so you can see what goes on this wall because it's kind of cool. So I'm going to go ahead and play this creator make a scene video. If you have any questions, of course, always ask. I'm happy to answer any question from Logitech for Creators or even just content creation. If you have a question about any of the products that you see on the screen, I'm happy to answer those as well. So let's see what this video brings us for Make a Scene. Now, if you're not familiar with the Light Your Glow, it's this product right here. I actually have, do I have any extra ones around me right now? I don't think I do. I don't know what's in that drawer, but it's really causing a difficult thing. I could take this one down, show you all. Look at that light. Look how much light makes a difference. So I've got a Light Your Glow here on this little table stand here, and it blasts me from up this direction because when I don't have a beard, you can see my shadows. So I always have one on my monitors, but you see it in the video there. It's really nice, obviously, marketing production. But this little thing packs a punch. And I think it's like it was $30, $39.99 maybe? Light Your Glow. Let me see what we got on here. So we've got it on Logitech's website. I'm pretty sure it's on Amazon. Let's go take a look. They are available on Amazon. Oh, $59.99. So I was a little wrong. But this thing packs a punch compared to anything for the small size. And of course, it's got our Logitech True Soft technology, which means basically you can have this bad boy running and you don't have to really worry about your eyes getting tired or strained or anything like that. And you can have it running all day without really any effect. So I always have mine on throughout the day. But you can get this right now. It's available on Amazon. I believe it's available on Mevo on Logitech for Creators, Logitech.com. You can add it to cart right now and get it. Now, I will say this. These things are flying off the shelf. So if you are even slightly interested in getting your hands on one, I highly recommend you pull the trigger on that sooner rather than later because there's no promise they'll be available tomorrow. I'm pretty sure that basically as soon as we get them, they're gone. But right now on Amazon, they got 4.5 out of 5-star review. Pretty good. Climate pledge friendly. Gotta love that. And it's just a great product. I mean, you can see it, right? When I plug this back in, look at the drastic difference that makes from this other angle. Plug it in. And now watch. I'm going to turn it on. Oh, didn't press the button very well. Oh, there it is. Boom. Oh, I just turned it off. I pressed the button too many times. Now you can see how drastic of a difference that is. It's actually kind of crazy because now, no, this side of my head, I'm looking at the mirrored version of myself. But this side of my head is kind of has a shadow on it now because this thing's blasting me. But it really brings out a lot of things. Now, of course, our camera in the Logitech Mevo camera, it obviously loves light. Any camera loves light, but paired with the Mevo and the Lighter Glow, you can really get a high quality video from it, which is super, super cool. Super, super cool. Let me see if I can get rid of this thing over here. I'm glad a lot of you came back. It's nice to talk to you all. I haven't got to do a lot of streams lately. Of course, it's just I've been busy with a lot of other stuff. But Laser says love the ad for the glow. I love that it shows the emoji that she used. It's pretty cool. Pastor Ben Beckner asking if Cowley Storm Chasers captured anything cool, and that's a great question. I'm curious as well because if you don't know, he chases storms. I mean, it's kind of in the name, but pretty cool. Oh. Laser Less trying to also make a scene. Oh, Fred's still here. That's always good to see. Oh, here we go. Gordon's been tuning in the Storm Chaser streams. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get into those. It's starting to get a little wild around the United States with tornadoes and stuff. So I definitely think it's probably about time that I tune into some of your streams as well. I think it'd be really cool as content creators, especially using Logitech for creator products. I think it'd be super cool to have like a directory for all of the people who are using our products. I think it'd be super cool to see how they're being used and users could simply navigate it. Obviously, that's a pretty big project, but you know, we all have dreams. I think we all have dreams. All right. Awesome. I am very curious what this other video is, but I'm afraid to press play because I don't know what it is. I'm going to press it. If it's the light one again, then I'll cancel it. It just got uploaded twice. I am curious what this is. Whoa, stream cam. Did not see that coming. I actually have a stream cam. It's over there, though. I want to use it as a secondary angle. It's not being really used as a webcam. But stream cam is also a product from Logitech for creators for all of your webcam needs. Of course, Mevo does that as well, but Mevo is more of a mobile product, but you can multi-purpose it and use it as a webcam. Oh, that is a good question. Pastor Ben Beckner, what is the difference between the camera specs of the stream cam and Mevo? I don't actually have a side-by-side comparison. Let's see here. Let me pull up this. I know Mevo specs pretty well, so let me pull up the StreamCam specs, see if I can get a pretty quick breakdown. It, of course, does support 1080p, 60 FPS, which is pretty sick. Can't go wrong there. What else do we got here? Scroll. 78-degree field of view. The Mevo Start's got an 84-degree field of view, or 83.8 or something. I, of course, always round up. I'm not sure if that's politically correct. Oh, here we go. Read more. Oh, that's computer specs. It's got smart framing, premium audio performance, sound more authentic and vibrant, Streamlabs and OBS support. Yes, of course. It's always going to work with our own products. And that product being Streamlabs, just to be more specific. Compatible with Logitech Capture. I'm looking for like a full-blown breakdown of just the StreamCam. So 1080, 60 FPS. It also has the 78-degree field of view. Specs. Oh, here we go. Now, it might actually be kind of surprising. All right, so it's actually pretty small. If you weren't, it's small in the sense of like in comparison of like the Mevo. But if you think of like in comparison of a webcam, I guess if you compare it to like the Logitech Brio, it's not very big, but it's actually a pretty nice size. It's just not very deep. which is interesting. Now, one thing what did surprise me about the stream cam is that the cable is USB-C to C. So it's not USB-C to A. I guess not C to C. It's actually embedded in the camera itself, but the end of it is USB-C. So really good for laptops like MacBooks, or I know my desktop actually has, we got a subscriber. Woot. Thanks for subscribing. But my laptop has USB-C, but my desktop also has one USB-C power delivery port. So it actually can plug into there. But it was actually kind of interesting because I got one for my my second cousin, and she wanted to start streaming, brand new, got her first gaming computer, and I had a stream cam. So of course I gave her a stream cam, not thinking that it's USB-C. She had no idea how to use it. Her older computer didn't have USB-C, had to get her an adapter. So that might actually be something that's kind of surprising for some users, is that it's a USB-C. Now, of course, the built-in audio, they've got dual omnidirectional microphones with noise reduction. The Mevo Start's got the 3-microphone array with advanced audio processing, aka also noise reduction, just different. It does look like it's got stereo or dual mono. Mevo does that as well. It's got a white indicator light. Mevo's got indicator lights. And it does have autofocus. The Mevo is an infinite focus, basically. Anything beyond about 1 foot is going to be in focus at all times. Let's see here. What else we got? The big difference is the 60 FPS for StreamCam compared to a Mevo. But the other big difference that Mevo's got over StreamCam is that you can take your Mevo anywhere. Your StreamCam is stuck to a computer, whereas your Mevo can stream independently of a computer without any kind of additional hardware, which is super cool. But that's probably the main difference is the difference in between mobility. StreamCam has its own use, mostly at the desk. Mevo has its own use. If you are a mobile content creator, of course, you can use your Mevo multi-purpose, which is, excuse me, I'm drinking tons of coffee, I promise you. I'm just really, really working hard. He said, Ben Beckner says, I stumped you. I honestly didn't know. I mean, I didn't even expect that to be the video StreamCam because we don't talk too much about StreamCam. But yeah, no, I mean, I just looked up the specs, made sense. I mean, but yeah, I would have to say, if you're a content creator who's got to go mobile at all, just get a Mevo because you can do multi-purpose. If you don't go mobile and you're at a desk, then the StreamCam is a good solution. But the Mevo is going to give a little bit higher quality versus the StreamCam, although the StreamCam is obviously a significantly lower price point than the Mevo. So price difference, IQ difference. And if IQ is image quality, sorry, I don't want to say like intelligence. It has anything to do with intelligence. Although I would imagine that the Mevo has more processing power. But who knows? Laser Les, any idea when the next update might drop for multicam? I actually have an idea, but it's not public knowledge, unfortunately. So I really can't comment on it. But I do know that the next one's going to be super cool. You guys are going to love it. And if you're not part of the beta program, go sign up. Go to Mevo Customer Group. I think Les, you're already part of it. Everyone else, if you're not part of it, go join it. Let's see here. Ooh, I didn't see it. Ostradamus. I quite enjoy my StreamCam. I'm glad you do. It's a great product. Absolutely. Just price difference and price points are different, and different use cases is really what it comes down to. I'll use StreamCams for some things, use Mevo for other. Good question, Ostradamus. What does the beta include? So for the Mevo beta, right now we have an active multicam beta. So basically any update that comes out will go to the beta team or anybody who's participating in beta before we release it to the public. So if you're not part of it, go to the Mevo Customer Group and you can find it in the announcements. The post was by Nathan Lundy. And you should be able to sign up. It's just a Google form, and then we manually process it. You'll probably get an email or an invitation to join it. Now, I do believe this is for Android and for iOS. So you get all of the features before we release it to the public. It's usually only about a week or two in advance, but they're pretty steady and pretty good things. We just like to kind of do one final ironing of the update before we release it to the public. But this next one's going to be super cool. Something I think a lot of you are probably waiting a while for. So I think it's going to be super neat. You rock, buddy. Gotta love a beta program. Absolutely. Mevo is pretty well known for beta programs. I think this is going to be a little bit more of a widespread thing. Oh, looks like we have another subscriber. I see the little animation, but it's not showing me the name, so I don't know. I don't know who's actually subscribing. Feels bad. Let me see here. Does it tell me? It doesn't tell me. Oh well, I'll have to look at another day. There he is. There he is, waving. Say hello. Welcome, Step Back. Sorry if I butchered that. First time viewer. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Ben back there saying, "Wish the beta program worked for me." If it doesn't, reach out to me, Ben. I'm happy to talk about what's going on with that. See if I can raise that. And Ostradamus is asking for a link. If you need the link, you go to facebook.com/Mevo customer group, if I remember correctly, and you can access that there. Now, another super cool thing that a lot of people don't know that we do, and Logitech for Creators is different than any other BG in Logitech in this regard, is we have an actual user test pool. Now, this is different than our beta. So what this is specifically we're targeting testers for new products. So whether it is a new product we haven't announced yet, if we're doing some packaging changes, a software update, a new app we haven't released yet, we do have one of those, and you can go sign up for that as well. You can find the link for that in the description on YouTube and on Facebook. You can also find it on Twitch. There is a link directly under the video that will go to our Willow link, our Willow link tree type thing. And it has a page you can sign up to be a user tester. Now, this is different. That's not specific to Mevo. That's for Logitech for Creators. So it could be a number of things that we're testing. We obviously do lights, mics, cameras, Streamlabs. So we do software. So if you're interested in testing products before they come out and you don't have a problem having an NDA active with us, go sign up and you could be in consideration for products that are yet to be released or for major overhauls that we have yet announced. So if you're interested in that, definitely go check it out. It's super, super cool to go do that. Let's see here. Yeah, Stepback says, you rock, buddy says Stepback wants to be a beta tester. Definitely go sign up. Happy to test anything, have plenty of NDAs. Definitely go sign up. It's definitely in the description for this. If it's on YouTube, on Facebook, it's in the description. If you're on Twitch, which it looks like you are, you can check out our links. There's a Willow link there that will take you to all of our links. And I think it's called, what is it called under there? Is it not on there anymore? Watch Equipped Live, Light Your Glow, Creators for BIPOC, Billboard Songbreaker, Logitech C Creators, YouTube, Logitech Creators website. So we don't have the user test pool in there anymore. What is happening there? Here, I'll throw the user test pool link in there in a second once I grab that. I'm not sure why that's not active. I absolutely love to get more testers. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the form for that. And I'll put it in chat for everybody on all three platforms. So you can get access to that and sign up. Now, there is a form, and the form does take 15 minutes-ish. But if you have all that stuff available to you, it's pretty straightforward. We just need basically all of your general information so we can identify what kind of creator you are and find out what products make the most sense for you to give us feedback on. So here we go. Here is the link. It's just a Google form. Oh, what did I do? A lot of multitasking going over here. Yeah, so here's the link. Sending it to everybody right now. Slowly but surely. And yeah, you'll test unreleased products, packaging, software and firmware updates, documentation changes. We'll get your feedback and overall results for tons of different things. That's super cool. So if you're interested in something like that, let us know. We're obviously, this is the popular question. What new products are you testing? That's why there's an NDA. However, I will tell you this. I actually have a very nice snippet for this common question. We're always working on new and current products as well as new innovative projects we think our customers may enjoy. At this time, we've not announced any new product releases. If you'd like to be the first to know our products, I would recommend following us on all of our social channels. You can find Logitech C on YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, You can follow us on all of our social platforms, and you will be the first to know when we announce something. Of course, we do talk about all of these things on the live show, whether it's with me, with Will, both of us, who knows. You can learn all about what we have going on for Logitech for Creators. What is this? A Logitech electric car? I don't think so. That'd be crazy, though. I want to sign up for that beta. Awesome. It looks like the chat, it went through for all the chat, so definitely sign up. Now, it's important to know all of the things. Make sure you read all the questions very closely because there's some very specific isms while you're filling it out that you should be aware of that we're asking specific for specific data points. So if you rush through it, you might miss it and give us incorrect information, which could kind of make your application seem less important because it doesn't make sense. But if you read it and make sure you get all of the data that we're asking for, you'd be good to go. StepX says, is there a category for music studio owners that have a live streaming production company are in Zoom more than anybody should be? I don't know. I mean, that's the thing. So if you do the actual form, we ask a lot of different things. What kind of content creating, what your level of followers are, because sometimes we look for people who have none of our products. Sometimes we look for people who have our products. We look for advanced users, beginning users, medium users. Sometimes we look for people who use conference calling applications, whether it's Zoom, Google Chats. Sometimes we look for people who are mobile. Sometimes we look for people who use external audio. Sometimes we look for people who use external microphones. Sometimes we look for Android users. Sometimes we look for iOS users. Sometimes we're looking for Windows, Mac. There's so many things that we're measuring during that survey that will tell us what products you're most fit for. Now, we don't specifically look for, do they own a production company? We look for, there's just so many different ways that we can identify you. So like saying that you use all of our products and use it a ton isn't necessarily a good thing. If you say you don't use our products, also might not be a good thing. It depends. Just be completely honest. That way we're getting the valuable feedback because the products that we're building are for you. So the best thing you could do is be honest. That way we can identify where you fit in with the products and packaging and things that we're testing. Because if you tell us that you use all of these different things, then you might just not be our target because we're like, well, this user already has all of the experience that they need. We don't need really their feedback. So just definitely be aware of just being honest about your answers because it could go either way depending on what we're testing. It says I'm late here, but you're here. I'm late, but here. Okay. No problem. I'm glad to have you here. I'm glad to have you back. Laser says, I think someone for Logi watched my live stream and saw where I needed help. Probably, actually. Our marketing team is pretty active on social media. So if you're tagging us, you might get somebody from customer success, whether it's me or Will or Greg or our boss, or you could catch somebody from the marketing team. You could get some Logitech attention. Could absolutely get some Logitech attention. Now, if you are just joining us, welcome. We are live on YouTube, Twitch, and on Facebook. And we are here to answer questions today. I think I've only answered like 3 questions. So if you have a question, today's the time. You've got about 26 more minutes with me, provided you guys keep chat moving along. And I'm more than happy to answer whatever I can, whether it's Logitech for creators or content related. I'm happy to answer anything. Let's see. Laser says, will there be a way to dissolve from full screen graphics? It's hard to watch when the cameras you are dissolves and then cut to graphics. Yeah, that's a very fair point. I would imagine that's eventually going to come, but I don't think, I definitely don't have a timeline on it, and I can't confirm that it's coming. But I mean, it just makes sense, right? If graphics are going to do that, then it makes sense that the cameras would as well. So I don't know when, or I can't even guarantee if, but based on our pattern of things, I would imagine it's coming. Louis Mendez is asking, when can we have preloaded videos in Mevo? Also a good question. So this is something we've obviously said that is coming, but I don't have a timeline for it. But I will tell you that, as I said earlier, all of our updates that are coming up, especially our close or near ones, are going to be super cool, and it's going to be something that you guys are been waiting for. Whether that's video or something else, I don't know. But I mean, I do know. I'd be lying to you if I didn't. But just join, follow us closely, and as soon as it's coming and it's ready, you'll know. If you want to know a little earlier, you can of course always sign up for the beta program and you can you can participate in the beta program and get access to it earlier. Laser says, I did not ask this stream, but Laser once. Yeah. He definitely does. Chris says, hey, Joe, just joined. What did you miss? Not too much. We watched a couple of videos about a couple of products, specifically StreamCam and the Lighter Glow. We also did the Logitech for Creators video that talks about being a creator, and it kind of really highlights all of the products that we have. If you're paying attention, they're just scattered all over the video, which is really cool. We did compare a little bit about the StreamCam and Mevo, which was kind of cool because I'm not extremely familiar with StreamCam, so it forced me to do a spec lookup. So I Googled the specs for it, and it's a pretty solid solution for a desktop setup. We also talked about an alternative for the Mevo Power Ethernet adapter. So the Power Ethernet adapter has been out of stock for a while. We're only going to get another shipment in like a month and a half, maybe, and they'll probably fly again. So if you are looking for an alternative, I did come up with one. If I can locate what I did with it in the last 10 minutes. Oh, there it is. So this here is a PoE splitter. Now this has been discussed multiple times in the Mevo customer group, but basically this is a PoE splitter, and it takes the PoE and splits it into Ethernet and power. And then this is just a standard USB-C hub that can go into the Mevo. So I've been running this for the last week, streaming with it, and it's super, super cool. Les says, can you control the glows with Stream Deck? So technically, I think the answer is no. Okay, so I kind of asked this question. You can do it with G-Hub, but not with Stream Deck. Now, and then you can use G-Keys with it as well. But the thing is, with Stream Deck, I'm not sure if I can configure a hotkey for for the buttons, because if you can configure a hotkey in G-Hub and then say Stream Deck, I want this button to mimic Control R or something, then technically it could work through that method, but I don't think that would work that way. I do know it's a conversation because tons of people want it, so maybe eventually. Jared says, "What's up, Laser Les? Welcome, Jared. Welcome back." That setup is nasty. Which setup? This one? Talking about this? Talking about this one? Jeff says, "What are your favorite features about Melon, and why do you use that versus going live with multicam?" So the reason I use it right now is because my favorite feature is the guest feature. Because if you've used anything like StreamCam, Streamlabs, OBS, Livestream Studio. What are the other ones? There's a few of them. But if you used anything like that, bringing in a guest is not super easy, and keeping the audio in sync. So this is something the Melon team has done very well at, is allowed you to, one, monitor chat in one location, and then also bring in a guest with complete ease. And you can do it with phones too. So if you send a link to them, you can join on the phone, and I can bring them in as a side-by-side guest. So I unfortunately don't have a guest. Let me see if I can load this up on my phone real quick, and I can show you how simple this is. Well, technically, there is an old Will in here, so I can bring Will in here. So that's an old Will. So I can bring in a guest. I can change the scenes here. I can do a lot of really cool stuff with it. So that's that's the biggest feature that I love, and the biggest reason we're using that instead of multicam is bringing a guest from a remote location is not something that's convenient with multicam yet. I would love to see it coming, but we'll see. Chris says, very, very nice. I'm opening up a studio and looking to do a weird solution. Yeah, though that totally will work. Jared says, so G-Hub to companion to Stream Deck. I don't know if it will work the way that I think. That's the way I would try to hack it, but I don't know if it will or not, honestly. Jeff says, hello, Mr. 3D, just joined. Miss anything big? Outside of the PoE alternative, we just talked about StreamCam versus Mevo. We talked about a couple other things, but nothing too crazy. Yeah, aesthetic of dongles is just a nasty looking. Yeah, I was talking earlier, Jared, about potentially 3D printing like a case for this, right? Where I don't know, where I could like rotate it like this and put it in a case, and all you would see is this on one side and this on the other, and then maybe a clip for a stand. But you know, that's a project for another day. Don't really have a whole lot of time for it right now. Lord. Oh, you're not wrong, Jared. Holiday weeks makes the short week about 3 times longer. I will say that it has not been a very long week. I'm having a wonderful week. Absolutely fantastic. I can't tell you guys how much I love my job, and I can't tell you how much I love talking to you all. So it's a great week. Short week. It's a sweet week. But you know, hanging out with you guys makes it a little bit better. Yeah, Jared. So like that's what I was thinking, right? And you know, and Jared, you've been around for a while. I don't know if you were around back when I tried to hack together a solution for the alternative Mevo Boost. But the issue is, I would like to 3D print a case that if somebody goes and buys this, they can put it in a case, right? Instead of having to solder it. I could, of course, take it all apart and solder it. But if I wanted to make something where it's plug and play, where it's like, if you buy these and you put this in this case and you close it, it's clean without them needing to take apart the case and solder it. So yeah, of course, you know, that's the cleaner solution, but not always as convenient for people who can't do that. And yeah, Gordon, you're absolutely right. Mevo Ethernet adapter, simpler, better. You're not wrong. It's definitely a cleaner setup. Look, and plus it's not third party, right? Like, who's to say it doesn't just break if it's these, right? But I will say this: we never go out of our way to block these from working. So if these just fail, it's usually the hardware failing. Like, these are cheap. These are like 10, 15 bucks a piece, maybe even 20. Definitely no more than 20. And then this came in like a 2-pack. So I think I have another one right around somewhere. I don't know. But this came in like a 2-pack. So it's cheap. So, you know, if something does stop working with the Mevo and it's third party, it's usually because the hardware is cheap. But it does work. So I can't fault people for using things that work, especially things that are available when the PoE is not available right now. Oh, I didn't see that fire emote. Does it show up here? It does, but with the orange background, you can barely see it. I had to bring it back for a second. Had to bring it back. Yeah, Jared saying hello, Jim. Yeah, Jim. It's nice to see you back. Seen you here the last couple shows. I mean, I haven't really been super active lately, but as you can see, that's changing. Seems like the coming back to the show is the new trend. Jared says last he checked, B&H had PoEs in stock. Power Ethernet adapter Mevo B&H. Let's look it up. Let's find out if they do. Let's pick it up today. Yeah, they do. PoE is in stock for B&H. Good to know. Jared's wondering where Will's at. Will is out of the office for the week. He will be back next week, and we will miss him. We will miss him for today. Then he'll be back. He will be back. Love having you. Thanks, you rock. I appreciate you. I really, really do. Oh, here we go. Sorry if asking a similar question, but will Logitech work with Stream Decks, or does it compete too much with other products? No, I think it does work with some stuff, but I honestly don't know. I know the goal is, I think, like, ideally, we would love to integrate all of our stuff with Stream Deck. It's too popular of a product to not integrate with. I don't think conversations have happened where it's like it's a competitive product, because we don't have anything that does anything that Stream Deck does. We have G keys, right? But nothing to the extent that Stream Deck is. So I don't think we can technically ignore it, right, and avoid integration. But yeah, I would absolutely love to see full integration. I'm a heavy Stream Deck user. I have Stream Deck. I have a Go XLR. We obviously don't have, we have G keys, like I said, but Stream Deck, we don't really have a direct competitor with Stream Deck, and we don't have a direct competitor with Go XLR. Both very solid products. I'm very happy with them. Chris says, "Is it me or is the gear building up in the background?" You're absolutely right. I printed this giant 1 foot. I can't even point. 1 foot Charmander over here. I printed this little frog for my niece. It's her birthday party this weekend, so I printed this little frog. It was pretty cool. Of course, got some Mevos, like a stand. Definitely some more mics. Definitely some more headsets over there. there. Yeah, things are Oh, my thing stopped attaching to my desk. So I have a 3.5 input that I have mounted to my desk, so I can easily switch out my headphones because I test headphones too. So it's important to have. But yeah, I appreciate your kind words, Chris. Really, I truly do. Oh, here we go. Jim says, ran into an issue last night. I normally have 2 cams set up on my dedicated MiFi device for games. Last night, I used only 1 cam, no issues. However, today, preparing my cams for Giants game, it took forever for the multi-count app to see my devices. Is this normal? 10 plus minutes for one of the Mevos. I mean, it's really hard to say. I would have checked the status of the light and seen what was going on. Like if it was blinking white for a while, then that means it's just initializing. It's not normal for it to initialize for that long, but honestly, it's really difficult. And I mean, I hate to say it, but kind of impossible to provide any real guidance without actually seeing it or being there. So if you do see it again and you can capture video of what it's doing, that'd be super helpful. Submit logs or a ticket from inside the app so we can see what's going on. But no, it's not normal for it to take 10 minutes for it to discover, but it also, there's definitely some other things that definitely play a part in it as well. Jared says it does work with some stuff. It's definitely limited. Step access submitted. That was a form. Yeah, and we appreciate you taking the time to submit it because we definitely need testers. We always need testers. We're always testing stuff. Definitely useful to have more people. Jared says I have a Stream Deck XL. Same. I do as well. StepX says he's got a Go XLR. Same. Got the full sized one. Love it. I need to get some effects, to be honest. I need to do some effects. I didn't do effects for a while because I wasn't doing the show, but now I'm back and doing the show. I need to get some effects. I think it'd be kind of funny. I need to get, because if you've been around for a while, you know that the quote that we use is coming soon. We use that a lot when people ask what's happening. So I think that's something I should absolutely put as a thing. But the problem is, as funny as it would be, I'm worried that some might take it personal that I'm using an effect opposed to saying it. But who knows? Ryan says, hello, great to see you live. Hey, Ryan, nice to see you. Always nice to see you around. Chris says that frog is awesome, right? It's so fun. Actually, Ryan, if you didn't see it, check this thing out, man. 3D printed a frog for my niece's birthday. Got her a little frog. It's pretty sweet. So there's that. I'm going to end up breaking. That's what's going to happen. Laserless, I only have the 15 keys. Jealous. The thing is, I only use probably 15 keys, but I use the empty spots to organize my buttons better. So Jared says, well, you do have macro keyboards that you can get really creative with APIs. Yeah, you can, but for the normal consumer, not really, something that most are going to get involved with. Gordon says, if I set recording features with HEVC and Mevo 2 app, does that also apply to recording files on the camera using multicam app? No, because you have to. I'm thinking. I'm not sure. I think, can't you set that in the multicam app? I would have to check. Jared says, all printed on Ender 3s. This was printed on my Ender 5. That was printed on Ender 3. I'm going to be doing a giant Pikachu and a squirrel too over the next 2 days. Laser says, go for the effects. Do not worry about hurting feelings. Brian, that's cool. Charmander was cool too. Yeah, I'm going to try to do a Pikachu and a squirrel here soon, but 3D printing is always fun. It's always fun. If anybody's got any cool 3D prints you want to show off, we are working on a page to kind of share, specifically for Mevo stuff, to share all of the cool 3D printed products. We're going to list some STLs so you can print them yourself at home if you have a printer. And then we're also going to list a bunch of resources if you can't print it yourself, so you have access to go purchase it from a provider. So if that's something you'd be interested in, let us know about joining, because I do have a form that you can fill out. But yeah. Jim says, one last item from the last question. Last night, Mevo Cam was connected to my iPhone 12 Pro Max. Used that setup for a long time. Again, no issues. Not trying to connect to that same Mevo Cam to multicam. Took forever via my MiFi device. Is there a setting off when changing connect types? Is there a setting off? Hold on. Oh, so you went from Mevo hotspot mode to my Wi-Fi. Now, that shouldn't be a problem. It's going to take some time for it to switch settings because it goes from being a hotspot to using the MiFi. Yeah, no, I mean, it probably is just taking time to switch, to be honest. I really don't have much information I can tell you. Like if it eventually showed up, then that's the best you could ask for. If it doesn't show up, then that's a problem. And now the reason why it's taking so long to show up, unfortunately, those are variables that I can't control or we can't control. So I really can't give you much guidance except maybe the network was slower, maybe the Mevo was booting up or taking a second to switch statuses. There's a few different things. And maybe the app wasn't refreshing. So it only refreshes so often. It won't be, it's not like checking every millisecond for something to pop up. It takes time. Jim says, I love the frog. Glad. That's awesome. Samuel's asking about a drone. Will Mevo be releasing a drone camera with big LED lights that you can turn on and off as needed? They could call the Dragon Mevo. It's streaming like you've never seen before. That would be crazy, but I don't know if we're entering the drone space anytime soon. That'd be wild. The 3D printed Mevo case with cooling fans is my favorite. Yeah, so I've got that one over there. I did do the fans, but I took the fans off because mostly nobody's using it. Nobody really needs a fan. It's really kind of overkill. But I did have one person who overheated anyways because the ambient temperature was just too high. So I mean, there's a chance that some people might need it. But again, it's kind of like Jared's recommendation earlier about the APIs and integrating things. Like fans, if I ordered fans, then I had to put it together, and it's not worth my time. And then having people do it, most people aren't comfortable trying to do soldering or anything. And then making it plug and play just looks messy. So that's a tough one. Jem says, public service announcement. Anyone using Game Changer for softball games? Lots of updates are out on their website. Yeah, Game Changer is great. They've been very active in the Mevo customer group as of late. And they've been talking about a lot of really cool stuff that's coming. So I'll definitely check it out. Jim says it did show up after some time. That's all that matters. That's a win in my book. If it doesn't show up, definitely submit some tickets. But it probably just got hung up with a status change. Here we go. LaserLess. The other day I had the same problem where I'm in multicam and the crop to a portion on the camera, but I missed the done button and the stream cropped to the right. Any way to make the done button off the screen? Yeah, I think there's some improvements that we could do with the crop and zoom function and multicam. I'm not sure where that fits on our priorities or timeline right now, but I agree that right now it definitely could use some work. Jim says, if you had a drone, I would buy 2 for these games to record like Monday Night Football blimp. Can you imagine? Now, that would be awesome to see. A drone flying over a baseball field or something, and then like that gets hit by a ball. I'd be like, you were just not meant to have any nice devices. Just don't do it. Yeah, it says a drone blimp. Don't they have those? Isn't that a thing? Drone blimps. Gotta be a thing. That's totally a thing. How wouldn't it be? Right? Remote control drone with camera mount. Got drones. These drones are starting to get crazy expensive. Oh, this one comes with a Sample 3-axis gimbal for $20,000. That's insanity. Yeah, there's got to be like a blimp drone though, right? Maybe they don't hold a lot of weight. But that'd be super cool. Jim says, you had me until he got hit with the ball. Because you got to think about it. Like, your static one's getting hit with the ball. Imagine it getting hit by a ball and you're just floating above them. But I also would imagine that, like, somebody's parents are probably like, this is a distraction. Please get that away. It's just buzzing above them. That'd be insanity. Laser asking if Jim's got a commercial drone license. I almost got one. Jared saying starting, the ones they use for semi-pro movie creations are like $60K. Yeah, I mean, at that point, though, it's like, you may as well just rent a helicopter for an hour. Like, you can get a cinematic helicopter. I had mine for crop reviewing, but I let it lapse. Wait, what is it? I missed it. Oh, for the, for the commercial drone. Got it. Moved it. Chris says, could you imagine a Mevo drone submarine? I'm sure the water would cause issue with streaming, but that would be awesome. Yeah, I mean, obviously the Mevo Start's not waterproof or even water resistant, so definitely don't recommend that. But that would be pretty cool. I've seen a lot of people. I mean, I'm very submerged, I guess, with the submarine reference. I'm pretty submerged right now in 3D printing land, and people are 3D printing remote or RC boats. So I guess you could like mount a camera under that. That'd be really cool. Stepex says he's got his commercial drone license. I'm surprised. That's a lot. There's a lot more people in here that have a commercial drone license than I would have anticipated. Yeah, I almost got one. So you've got a Karma. I don't know anything about these things. Karma drone. Let's look it up. Oh, is it called a GoPro Karma? Or is the Karma come just blank without anything? Yeah, it's GoPro Karma. Looks like a pretty nifty drone. My last drone that I had was like the DJI Phantom 4. Is that, I think it was the last one I had? Phantom 4. I like it because like a lot of the parts you could order online and do some repairs yourself. Wait, is that thing $4 grand, $5 grand? No. Why is this so expensive on these other websites? That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Discontinued and unsupported now. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised. I'm kind of surprised GoPro went with that. Or like tried to go that drone route. It's really kind of not their thing. Although they do have the one, is a GoPro. I like the ones that follow you. The drones that follow you for doing like action shots. Those are super cool. Yeah, super, super cool. Awesome. Well, everybody, thanks for tuning in today. I appreciate you. We have a minute left on my hour, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up. As always, we do go live every Tuesday and Thursday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can find us on Twitch, YouTube, and on Facebook. Let me see. There should be a slide. There's a slide that this has this, right? I haven't spent enough time actually navigating all of these. Edit theme. What is this? That's the spark. That's that. That's that. That's light your glove. Move a start. See more. Blue Yeti. Blue. Okay, here's the tester. Yeah, become a tester. I did put the link in the chats if you haven't already done it. Or you can scan this QR code and go become a tester. You can also find the link in the description on YouTube and on Facebook. And then you can. For some reason, it's not on our Willow anymore, so I'm going to make sure it gets added. Of course, you can also submit things for Host React. Submit a photo of your creation setup to be featured on the show. You can email equiplive@logitech.com, subject Host React. Very important to put that subject in there so we know it's not spam. So go ahead and do that if you're curious about, or if you would be interested in sharing your setup. We'd love to feature it and you on the show. And then, wait, what is this one? I don't know what this one is. It doesn't. There we go. This is the one we want, though. Show schedule Tuesday and Thursday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. YouTube.com, Logitech for Creators, Twitch.tv/Logitech C, and Facebook.com/Mevo Camera. And of course, we share on our Mevo customer group as well. You can find that on Mevo customer group on Facebook.com. So once again, everybody, thank you so very much for tuning in today. It was an absolute pleasure to hang out with all of you today. Until Tuesday, Will should be back, and I think I'll probably be joining him. I'm supposed to join him on Tuesdays, so I should be joining him. So if you do have any other questions that come up, come back on Tuesday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Until then, I will see you all next time. Have a great weekend, everybody.